Drake Maye was drafted 3rd overall by the New England Patriots in 2024, the same franchise that turned a 6th-round pick into the greatest quarterback of all time. And now, people are asking the question, is Drake Maye the next Tom Brady?
And we got Drake Maye. Drake Maye is a hell of a quarterback. I feel like he approaches this game like a young blank. I don't want to say his name. Tom Brady.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm actually with my new favorite quarterback of the New England Patriots.
You're not with me, so
yes. No, I know I'm not with you. I want you to say hello to my new favorite quarterback.
Tom, what's going on? Hey, I know he's lying. You gotta listen to him. He's lying.
on me?
Exactly.
I'm cheating on you.
Exactly.
I might have made a decent career myself if I could do some of the things that kid could do.
6'4", 225 pounds, a rocket arm, elite athleticism. Drake Maye has everything Tom Brady didn't have coming out of college. But can he be what Brady was? If Tom Brady was entering the draft today, half the league would pass on him for not being athletic enough.
He looks like he's going to be one of these guys about every 4 years that enters the league and is an all-timer. Size, arm, IQ. I mean, Drake Maye, he just doesn't miss.
So how did a kid from Charlotte become the Patriots' next franchise quarterback? How does his game compare to Tom Brady's? And is it even fair to put that kind of pressure on a young quarterback? Because some people already think comparing Drake Maye to Tom Brady is disrespectful, and others think it's inevitable.
Listen, the Patriots have been very, very impressive, and Drake Maye is something special. Definitely an MVP candidate, 10 straight wins.
This is the story of Drake Maye, and why he might just be the new Tom Brady. Drake Maye was born on August 30th, 2002, in Huntersville, North Carolina, just outside Charlotte. He grew up in a sports family.
My whole family played sports. My mom was a 3-sport athlete. My dad played football at Carolina. Luke played basketball at Carolina. My older brother Cole played baseball at Florida, and Bo was a phenomenal high school basketball player. So just growing up, everything was sports, revolved around sports right after school.
His older brother, Luke Maye, played basketball at North Carolina and hit one of the most famous shots in NCAA tournament history.
Let's see if Monk to tie it. Oh, an impossible shot with 5. Looks up, driving in. Maye for the win. North Carolina with 0.3 seconds to go.
But Drake was always a football guy. At Myers Park High School in Charlotte, he was a star from day one. He played quarterback and was one of the best dual-threat QBs in the country. As a junior, Drake threw for over 3,500 yards and 50 touchdowns. Across his varsity career, he piled up over 6,700 total yards and 86 touchdowns. He was a problem. Coaches had no idea how to defend him. Drake was rated as a 4-star recruit and had offers from every major program, but he chose to stay close to home. He committed to the University of North Carolina. And that's where Drake Maye became a Heisman Trophy candidate. As a freshman in 2021, Drake was the backup. He played sparingly behind Sam Howell, but he was learning the system and getting ready for his shot. Then in 2022, it was Drake's turn, and he didn't disappoint. Drake threw for 4,115 yards and 38 touchdowns in his first season as a starter. He also rushed for 698 yards and 7 touchdowns. He was electric. North Carolina's offense was one of the most explosive in the country, and Drake Maye was the reason why. He finished in the top 10 in Heisman Trophy voting, and NFL scouts were already taking notice. But with all the positive recognition, the haters made sure they still had something to say.
There's no way evaluators, coaches, quarterbacks, any of that are going to be able to get behind like right now and Drake Maye and go, oh yeah, he's ready to go. He should be the number 2 or number 3 pick of the draft.
This kid had a special arm. He could make every throw. And he was mobile enough to extend plays and pick up yards with his legs. But it was his second season as the starter in 2023 when Drake Maye truly announced himself as an NFL prospect. Drake threw for 3,608 yards and 24 touchdowns. He added 449 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. He was a dual-threat nightmare, and he carried North Carolina to an 8-4 record. Drake stayed in the Heisman conversation, and after the season, he declared for the 2024 NFL Draft. He was projected as a top 5 pick, and the New England Patriots were desperately searching for their next franchise quarterback. The 2024 NFL Draft was loaded with quarterback talent. Caleb Williams went 1st overall to Chicago. Jaden Daniels went 2nd to Washington. And with the 3rd pick, the New England Patriots selected Drake Maye.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, The New England Patriots select Drake Maye, quarterback, North Carolina.
The moment Drake was drafted, the comparison started. Tom Brady's successor, the next great Patriots quarterback, the guy who would bring New England back to relevance. But here's the thing, Drake Maye is nothing like Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Drake Maye was the 3rd overall pick. Tom Brady ran a 5.28 40-yard dash. Drake Maye was timed in the mid 4.6s. Tom Brady was a statue in the pocket. Drake Maye is a dual-threat weapon who can run for first downs. So how can Drake Maye be the new Tom Brady if they're complete opposites? Because it's not about the physical tools, it's about the mentality, the preparation, the leadership, the ability to win games when it matters most. And Drake Maye has all of that.
What matters is Maye is legit. He's legit, and he is on the exact schedule he's supposed to be on if he's going to be a superstar.
As a young quarterback in 2024, Drake began the season behind veteran Jacoby Brissett. The Patriots were rebuilding. They didn't have a great offensive line, they didn't have elite weapons, and they weren't ready to rush their future quarterback onto the field. But by mid-season, Drake Maye got his shot, and he looked the part. Drake showed flashes of brilliance. His arm talent was undeniable. He made throws that only elite quarterbacks can make. Deep balls down the sideline, tight window throws in the middle of the field, lasers on out routes. But here's the pushback. Some critics say those throws came against defenses that won't sniff the playoffs. That when the schedule stiffens, the story will change. And that, we've seen this exact movie before. But he also made mistakes. He held onto the ball too long, he forced throws into coverage, he took sacks he didn't need to take, and the Patriots kept losing. He's talented, but he's not ready yet. Critics started to pile on. Drake Maye wasn't Tom Brady. He wasn't leading the Patriots to wins. He was struggling, and some people questioned if he was even the right pick. And now the argument has flipped. Some fans say Drake Maye is already proving people wrong. Others say the Patriots' schedule is doing the work for him. Easier defenses, softer coverages, fewer real tests. But here's what people forget. Tom Brady didn't become Tom Brady overnight. In his first season as a starter in 2001, Tom Brady went 11-3, but he threw for just 18 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. His stats weren't amazing. The Patriots won because of their defense and their system. Brady didn't become elite until years later. He developed, he learned, he grew into the quarterback we remember. Drake Maye is on the same path. He's learning, he's developing, and the Patriots are building around him. So is Drake Maye the new Tom Brady? Let's compare. Tom Brady's biggest strength was his mind. He studied film obsessively. He knew defenses better than the coordinators calling the plays. And he made pre-snap adjustments that put his offense in the perfect play every single time. Drake Maye has that same football IQ. Coaches rave about his ability to process information. He recognizes blitzes, he adjusts protections, and he makes smart decisions with the football. Tom Brady was the ultimate leader. He commanded respect in the locker room. When he spoke, everyone listened. And in big moments, his teammates believed they were going to win because Brady was on the field. Drake Maye has that same presence. Even early in his career, he's vocal, he's confident, and his teammates rally around him. That's not something you can teach. You either have it or you don't. And Drake has it. Tom Brady's arm wasn't elite, but he was accurate. He put the ball where it needed to be, and he made the throws that won games. Drake Maye's arm is elite. He can make every throw on the field, and as he gets more experience, his accuracy will only improve. Tom Brady was famously immobile. He couldn't run. Defenders joked that they could catch him walking to the line of scrimmage. Drake Maye is a legitimate dual-threat quarterback. He can extend plays with his legs. He can pick up first downs on scrambles. And he adds a dimension to the Patriots' offense that Brady never had. But here's where it gets interesting. Drake Maye doesn't need to be Tom Brady. He needs to be Drake Maye. Tom Brady succeeded in a different era of football. The early 2000s were about defense, running the ball, and limiting mistakes. Quarterbacks didn't need to throw for 4,000 yards to win Super Bowls. Today's NFL is different. It's a passing league. Quarterbacks need to be mobile. They need to extend plays. They need to make throws outside of structure. Drake Maye is built for today's NFL. He's a modern quarterback. And if he can develop the same mental approach that made Brady great, he could be even better. Drake Maye has a higher ceiling than Tom Brady ever did. And before the comments explode, hear me out. Tom Brady had the greatest career of all time. But if we're talking pure talent, pure physical gifts, Drake Maye at 22 is more talented than Tom Brady ever was. Brady became great through obsession, preparation, and discipline. Drake Maye has the talent and the work ethic. That's why this comparison makes people uncomfortable. And to be fair, Tom Brady spent years beating up on weak divisions. Nobody complained about soft schedules back then. But the pressure is real. Drake was drafted to save the Patriots, to bring them back to championship contention, to be the next great New England quarterback. That's a lot to put on a young player. And let's be honest, most quarterbacks fail under that kind of pressure. For every Patrick Mahomes, there are 5 Zach Wilsons. For every Josh Allen, there are 5 Sam Darnolds. Drake Maye has the talent, but does he have the mental toughness to handle the expectations? Does he have the work ethic to become great? Does he have the intangibles that separated Tom Brady from every other quarterback? Time will tell. But here's what we know. Drake Maye has all the physical tools. He has the arm, he has the mobility, he has the size, and he has the leadership. Now it's about development. It's about getting better every single week. It's about learning from his mistakes, and it's about building chemistry with his teammates. The Patriots are building around Drake. They're investing in the offensive line, they're adding weapons, and they're creating an environment where he can succeed. If Drake Maye can put it all together, he won't just be the new Tom Brady, he'll be better. Because Tom Brady was great despite his limitations. Drake Maye has the chance to be great because of his abilities. So is Drake Maye the new Tom Brady? Not yet, but he could be. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. 7 Super Bowl rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 NFL MVPs, over 89,000 passing yards, over 649 touchdowns. Drake Maye has a long way to go before he's in that conversation, but the potential is there. And if the Patriots can develop him the right way, if they can put the right pieces around him, and if Drake can learn from the greatest quarterback to ever do it, then maybe, just maybe, he can be the next legend in New England. But here's the real question. Should we even be comparing Drake Maye to Tom Brady? Tom Brady is a once-in-a-generation player. The GOAT. The standard. Comparing anyone to Tom Brady is setting them up for failure. Drake Maye should be compared to the elite young quarterbacks of today. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jay Stroud. That's the standard for modern quarterbacks. And if Drake can reach that level, the Patriots will be back in championship contention. So no, Drake Maye is not the new Tom Brady, because there will never be another Tom Brady, but Drake Maye can be the first Drake Maye, and if he reaches his potential, that might be even better. The debate is open. Is Drake Maye the next great Patriots quarterback, or is he just another overhyped prospect? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the Football Explained for more breakdowns like this. We'll see you in the next one.